Hello, Twetwe. Twetwe, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is the Boom Bar on your Boom Radio NG. I bid you a warm welcome to the bar this afternoon. It's a very interesting Wednesday today. Of course, there's a lot of politics we're going to be talking about, which we're definitely be talking about till the election in February and March. There's going to be this public holiday, whoop whoop, for people that get it.
Sit at home.
No.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I meant
public holiday. No. It's different.
What do people do on public holidays? They sit at home.
No, they say it's a holiday. Sit at home is an order.
No. That's English. I don't know what. No. Are you inferring something that we don't know?
No, I
sit at home is not an order.
No. It's a matter of choice.
It's a choice.
Yeah, it's
oh,
choice.
Are you inferring something that we don't know, Tokumbo? I don't know if Dolupo is trying to say something.
In the south.
Oh, we're talking about Nigeria.
Here.
Okay, now you are okay.
In Nigeria,
Nigeria,
in the northern part and the south and the southwest region of Nigeria, we have public holidays.
Okay.
Public holidays. In the southeast, they sit at home. Two different things.
No, different.
It's different.
It's different.
Sit at home is an English phrase.
For
it
you
means
to decide
sit.
not to go to work,
Yeah,
and
to
stay
sit
home.
at home. Yeah, simple.
You stay home.
Okay.
That's what it means.
You're giving it a different meaning, so I
Okay.
don't-
I hear
Your
you.
innuendos are very strong.
Oh,
very strong. Very strong.
The people that understand what I'm saying. Anyway,
Which is no way.
as Scott is sacking people up and down, there's updates on that as well. We're going to be talking about that. There are a few other things that we're going to be talking about. Northwest governors have something to say. Also, looks like at this point something has got to give. Also, there's a lot of party talks. Like I said, there's a lot of political talks. There's the story from the ABC, the story from the PDP. There's also a story from the ADC. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about all that. And if time permits us, there is a particular musician that it almost seems like it's almost looking like his attention seeking in my dictionary. But we'll get to. I hope we can get to that. So my name is Ola Dolupo. If you're just joining me for the very first time, the one and only. Yes, you heard correctly, Dolupo. Just wanted to put it out there.
Well, I'm Tokumbo Ojekune. It hasn't changed.
Okay, so we're all knowing. My name is Shola Rogers. You don't know.
Okay.
I'm not that popular. You don't know.
Okay. It's fine. When there are like 1,001 Sholas, so yeah, it's fine. Anybody can be.
Anybody can.
Yeah, anybody can be Shola. Anyway, the federal government for Nigerians. Looks
you were
like
expecting
it's
a reaction.
Nigerian holiday. The independence is tomorrow. No, what's tomorrow? Friday, Saturday. Yeah, it falls on a Saturday. So as is our usual way, there's public holiday. Thank you.
Sit at home.
No, I do not agree. Public holiday. The federal government has declared public holiday.
Okay.
Whether you agree or not, the bottom line is that on Monday, a lot of people will sit at home.
Exactly.
Across Nigeria.
Because it is their choice. Sit at home. It's not choice. It's not by choice. So
it is
by
choice.
Force. It's by force.
Why is she confusing herself?
No, because people have
Well,
actually
it is
died.
by choice.
No, I don't agree with
You
the
know
fact
why
that
I'm
it's
saying
by
so?
choice.
Why is she not getting it? Sit at home is something that you do by choice. You sit at home.
No, I don't agree with it because, like now,
Is there
on
something
Monday,
that Dolupo wants to say that we don't know?
On Monday, we're definitely going to be right at the bar. Yeah,
By God's grace.
By God's grace, we're going to be at the bar. So we're not going to be observing that public holiday.
Amen.
Why? By choice. In the southeast, take I don't know, Enugu, Imo State.
We will be here because of the services we render.
Exactly.
Okay.
Whatever service that you render in the southeast.
A lot of our family members.
You are nabbed.
This is Nigeria.
No.
Are you conflating issues? Like I think there's a mix-up somewhere.
I do not think there's a mix-up somewhere. I'm saying that for you to observe a public holiday or not is by choice. There are some certain people in some certain places in Nigeria that their lives would be in danger. Take, for example, I have a friend that sadly a few days ago lost his partner. And she's from Enugu. The lady in question is from Enugu. And he was on his way to Enugu on Saturday night. He had to sleep in Edo State on Saturday night because he couldn't get into Enugu on Monday morning. On Sunday night. I had to sleep in Edo State on Sunday night. He could not get to Enugu on Monday morning. Why? Because there was sit at home. There was no movement. His life would probably have been in danger if he went to Enugu that Monday morning. So no, that's not a public holiday, and I do not think that.
I don't get. You
sit
said
at home.
Who lost who now?
I have a friend that lost his wife. That was supposed to bury his wife on Monday in Enugu.
Okay, he was going for the.
Oh,
yes.
You made it sound like he lost his wife because of it.
No,
I thought so.
No,
Okay,
and he had to sleep in Edo State on Sunday night because there was a seat at home that would have caught him on the road in Enugu on Monday morning, which we all know that is very dangerous at this point. So no, I do not think that the seat at home that they have is voluntary.
Okay, this is where you have now said that I'm really sure that you got it all mixed up. Sit at home is when people choose to sit at home. You're referring to a situation that is more or less like a security risk in the southeast.
Yeah.
Where people are forced to sit at home by IPOB
terrorists
or whatever. You understand?
In protest against something.
But it's two different things. We're talking about how the federal government of Nigeria is saying on Monday, those of you
can
who
choose.
Don't have to. Yeah, so it's not related.
What I mean is that by the time you come to Nigerian
no, you're making it sound as if the word. No, it's not Nigerian context.
Nigerian context
it's
now,
not Nigerian
there are
context.
a lot of vocabulary
it's
that
not
has.
Nigerian context.
Okay, when you hear sit at home, what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
It means that I'm not going to work today.
You people are really being politically correct. No.
It's not about
I
being
do not
politically
agree.
correct.
Okay,
I
it's
do
not
not
a
agree.
Nigerian thing.
At this point, I'm not saying sit at home is a Nigerian thing. I'm saying that in the Nigerian context, because of situations that has happened around us, there are a lot of things in our vocabulary now that mean different things.
I even think
that's what I'm saying.
We should go a bit further.
Okay.
Order directing whatever for people to sit at home. Is it constitutional?
No, of course it's not.
So
but there's a
simple.
security risk. People have died not sitting at home. People have lost property not sitting at home. That's what I'm saying.
So they are being forced
Yes.
not to go out.
Exactly.
Okay. So it's a force.
It's a force, but it still does not mean that it's not happening. That's why I'm saying that at the end of the day, people, what we know as sit at home in Nigeria now is a different thing because of a particular situation from some set of people in my dictionary. And last I checked, according to the law, are terrorists.
It's a coined word, gradually getting to our vocab, right?
Do you understand? That's what I'm saying. Like, different things mean different people to different things. There are a lot of words that were always there, but you never really. That's what I'm saying. So I do not think that in the Nigerian context, sit at home is. Let's just stick to public holiday.
Oh, well, your position is valid, but sadly you cannot push that agenda because you might be fully informed about what's happening in the southern eastern part of Nigeria or the southeastern part of Nigeria, but you say that to the guy in Abuja, the guy in Akwa Ibom, the guy in Zungeru, and the guy in Damaturu is, I am not going to work today. I stand to be corrected.
I think again where the loophole is varying is that sit at home, it gradually becomes a movement or a syndrome only peculiar to a particular set.
That's what I'm saying. Like the first thing that pops in your head when you hear sit at home
in this part of the world, in Nigeria. So I look at it across board. I think it is a gradual, well played field to understand what sit at home means. But however, we are saying that the public holiday should have been on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And government now says they include one, they give us an extra one, which is normal. The first on the weekend, you take an extra. Now, when it came out to me as, okay, opportunity again not to go to work and now sit at home.
Simple.
So being used in that balance, right, is not majestic enough for me to graduate and feel that it's sounding south now, it's sounding southern, okay? If southeastern, no. I think I just used it for don't go. I just see where you are. Don't go out. But there's holiday everywhere. Every time there's holiday in the weekend in Nigeria, we have a plus for it, which comes up.
Well, for me, my condolences and thoughts go with your friend who lost his wife and was on his way to send her home. Nobody should be impeded in a country that has laws. Nobody should be prevented from, exercising their basic human rights. I don't want us to conflate issues or whatever. I just want us to situate things. It is something that you might want to score cheap political point with. You might want to say anything you want to say about it. But if you are able to speak to the people in the southeast of Nigeria, I'm sure a lot of them, I don't like throwing figures around, a lot of them would not like the idea of being prevented to go and make an honest living on a Monday morning. Again, the federal government might be playing politics with this. I don't know. But the Southeast still remains a part of Nigeria. And if a large chunk of your citizens cannot move freely on a Monday, you are failing in the area of security. That's the truth. There was a time when we had a discussion here where one of the governors from the Southeast was proposing Saturday as a school day because they were losing Mondays. They're still losing Mondays. If we do a research into the economy of the Southeast, do you know how much money has been lost when you don't allow people go about their free will? And these are the real issues that every single person that wants to govern Nigeria has to speak about. Forget whatever region they are from. Kwankwaso, Atiku, Obi, Showore, Kachikwu, Tinubu, they all have to speak to this situation that really and truly, can you picture yourself in Lagos not going out on a Monday because a group of unknown people are telling you can't go out? So that's why I didn't want us to equate it and say, because if you're speaking English, a sit at home can be a protest in another context. That we've had sit at homes in Lagos before now. I know during the labor movement days when government was like, you cannot protest. Okay, we can't protest. Okay, 3 days, nobody's going out. Do you remember, Tokumbo?
I do. I was
3 days.
ready to land. Yeah.
And we all willingly stayed at home here in Lagos and across Nigeria.
But you remember that broke up after a while.
Yes, because
people are all green. Also go ahead, need body.
Baba,
I trust my Lagos
Baba,
people.
Is it that first day? I'm not going to lie.
I trust my
We were
Lagos
playing
people.
football on the street. But it was a sit at home.
It was a sit at home.
By the
That's my
third day,
Lagos people.
when we were playing football the second day, By the first day, maybe one car in the space of 4 hours. It was like they will make way for the car. Like, you're not supposed to be at home. Shall go. By the second day, maybe 2 or 3 cars. You see, by the third day,
Lagos Island people.
before we play 10 minutes, one car.
Island people, I will bend if they don't open.
We failed ourselves.
But let me explain.
If Sit-at-Home could not work across Nigeria, why is it working to the detriment of the Southeast?
Let me explain this to you. Quickly, let me shock you. I have a feeling, I don't want to say there's a connivance, but the government of that particular area or the areas aren't working. They are not working.
I kind of
Security
agree.
Is
I kind of agree with you.
They're not working.
I know that.
When the governor of that place and you are holding my state down, irrespective of whatever your
grievances are. They're actually just tantrums. I agree with you because for me, number one, I think that the governors are slacking, personally. Also, like Esther had said, we've seen in recent times the amount of onslaught going on in the north that the army is doing in the north. I think they're doing a fantastic job. You don't hear
which is dying gradually.
Yeah, you don't
shout out to the Nigerian military.
You do not hear as much bloodshed, or there's this bombing, or there's this raid of it. You actually don't hear a lot of it anymore. It's not as rampant. In fact, you could go days and not hear these things anymore. I think that the Nigerian army is doing wonderful, and I'm sure that the north the southeast is not as insecure as the north was. Yeah. And if we could get to a point that we have what we have now in the northeast or in the northwest, what is stopping the army from doing that same thing in the southeast? Why would you let people that are not even as powerful as the people that you're fighting in the north? I don't think it will even take them this long.
There are reports of an attack on...
I like that angle, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I was saying all along. There are reports of an attack. You know, a military checkpoint somewhere in the east.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah, that's three of them died.
The army took them out. They went to attack. So I saw the images. They're gory. They had amulets and all sorts of things on them. I'm like, oh.
So this thing didn't work.
You actually thought. The truth is, my opinion is that the people behind the Sit-at-Home in the East are not being fair to the people of the East. Mm-hmm.
They are not. They are not being fair. And it's so sad. You know the funny. Let me tell you the irony, right? They have a large following.
You know the irony that I'm even.
That what hits me.
That's to me. What hits me is that what hits me about this whole issue is the fact that and it's the same thing I feel is a problem with the North. The same set of people, you're literally oppressing your own people. The people that you claim to be fighting for are the people that you're hurting. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. You claim that you're fighting for a Biafra, yeah, and then you want Biafra to be this, you want Biafra to be that, but the Sit-at-Home does not affect the person in Oyo State, does not affect the person in Kaduna. It affects your own people. It is how the economy. There was last year there was a whole report on it. The economy of the Southeast is literally in shambles. The whole there was a particular month that the whole of the GDP coming from the Southeast was not, the whole 5 states that was not even up to what Kano generated. Like, so what are we talking about? So what are we dealing with? Because I'm like, are these people even thinking about what they're doing at all?
I think they are deliberately bringing the area down, and they are doing it. You see, you mentioned something I think it was Jamil. You see, why hurt yourselves Why hurt your people?
Do you understand?
You are making it look as if you are fighting against some set of people. Whereas you are actually
fighting yourselves.
People.
It's not making sense.
It's a self-inflicted wound for me.
Exactly. It's exactly. But anyway, it is what it is. But what started this conversation is that for people that take public holidays, there's holiday for you in Nigeria on Monday. Sit at home, sleep, have fun,
and
enjoy yourself.
It's authentic from home.
Oh yeah. Anyway, let's move on to an update of something that we talked about yesterday. And what we talked about, one of the court cases that we talked about yesterday was the case of the court in Yobe State nullifying the candidacy of the Senate President for Yobe North Senatorial District, which, you know, everybody always talks about it, and they're like, okay, what was going to happen? Was going to appeal? Now, on his official Twitter handle, he has not put out a statement. He put out this statement not long ago, actually. He put out a statement barely 2 hours ago, where he said, and I read, yesterday, Wednesday, 28th September 2022, the Federal High Court in the Maturu delivered judgment on rightful candidate for the Yobe North Senatorial District for the 2023 National Assembly elections. This said judgment disqualifies my candidature and therefore my participation in the elections. After due consultations with my political associates, supporters, and well-wishers, I have decided not to appeal this judgment. I accept the judgment. And then there's a lot of story at the end.
You've been in the Senate since 1999. When I was way younger, we used to watch something on TV, Space 1999, and it was the future. You know, my favorite character was Maya. You know, and it was sci-fi. Then, when 1999 came, it came with a bug. Remember the Millennium Bug and everything, and some people said the world was going to end. The world did not end. Nigeria got, you know, another bite at the cherry by, you know, the new dispensation. And when Nigeria got it, we also got Ahmed Lawan in 1999
To open up another chapter
for himself and the good people of his senatorial district. But man, 99 to 2023. Is enough.
Before you continue, there's a comment right under. It was a comment immediately after he posted it, and this is from the official handle of Omoyele Sowore. That is the AAC. Why are you smiling already?
No, I was sighing.
The AAC presidential candidate, where he said an end of a terrible era of legislative incompetence, rascality, budget padding, compromise, and outright betrayal of Nigerian people.
Sowore is a presidential
public service
candidate. He's not an aspirant.
He's a candidate.
Yes. Public service announcement. The last set of things that came out of Dulupo's mouth were not a word.
But I'm deleting it now.
No, please delete.
Excuse me. They are from Sowore, the AAC presidential candidate.
Okay.
He's entitled to his opinions. He has spoken his mind, and of course, we are also entitled to our analysis.
That's his personal opinion. That's his personal opinion.
My own shot is that Uncle Ahmed Lawan, the one you have reached.
Actually,
You have reached. He's
24
the one that you are
you know, a 24-year-old is probably married though.
With children.
Not probably.
With children. Respiration.
Please, how old is he though?
I don't care. The one that you have
to check some.
Talking about the one that you have respiration us is enough, Abi. Just that
represented.
represent.
Unprecedented.
Sorry,
Okay, so he's 63, yeah?
It have do now.
I want to figure something out. So he's 63.
Remove 23.
So if you remove 23, which is going to be 24 years in a few months, he was 39
When he sat there.
when he started. Is literally most of his adult life has been a senator.
it have do.
Daddy, grandpa.
It have do.
But he made
Come
up
and
his
be
mind
going.
by saying he would not contest.
Hey,
No.
you should go.
He did not contest, and he wanted his name to be sent.
He didn't contest. Let's break it down for people.
That's the
okay.
truth.
It's meant to be sent.
Yes, let's break it down. Okay, for people that do not know
yeah,
what
and they
happened,
actually sent his
let's
name.
break it down. Ahmad Lawan, the Senate president, had contested for the APC presidential primaries. If anybody remembers very well, the morning before the primaries or the day before, there was an announcement that he was one that was picked. It was a unanimous candidate picked by the president to contest for the presidential elections. Then somehow, somewhere, the elections, their primary elections in the AP still went ahead. And of course, he was not first, he wasn't second, he wasn't even third. Anyway,
I think he saw the signal.
a few days before that presidential primaries, there was the Senate primaries that happened that he did not get a form for. He was not on the ballot. And Alhaji Machina was the one that won that primaries. When the Senate president saw that he had lost the election, came back, and there was stories about them wanting Machina to step down. In fact, I watched an interview the way he had, and he said that he won the primaries. He brought a lot of paper, brought the primaries that INEC came for and everything, that he had won the election and he was not stepping down for anybody. The first list that INEC brought out came out, and Ahmad Lawan's name was on it. I think a second one came out, and Ahmad Lawan's name was the name. The last one that came out, INEC said that APC did not have a candidate in the Yobe North Senatorial District. How INEC suddenly came to that understanding, I don't understand. Because to me, I felt that it would have been unfair on a person that contested an election and won. We also know that by the Electoral Act, we have talked about it on the Bomba, that for you to even win an election, you must have duly won a primaries.
It is the people's choice in this matter.
Even if there were no primaries,
Yeah.
the new electoral law states that even if you are now a unanimous candidate, there must be a signed affidavit from every other person
True.
that will agree that yes, you are the one that they picked. None of that existed. This other person did not resign, which it was also supposed to be a written letter to that effect to say that he had resigned. So even INEC is indicted in this matter, because how do you suddenly come to the conclusion that nobody was when you were at an election that actually happened?
Let me add a little bit to that. And the thing here is that the PDP, the Labour Party, or any other party in that senatorial district should just have left the APC to continue with their drama. What they would have done is to contest and lose, then come back and go to court to say the person that has won
Did not even
qualify to,
Yeah,
and the court would have removed them. Because you did not even qualify, you didn't even contest. And how can you be the number 3 man of Nigeria, be flouting the laws of the land,
which you agreed to,
which you pushed? You were the Senate president when the Electoral Act became a law. Back and contravene it, and they're supposed to clap for you. There, sir. You only just
when you contest for a seat on an election, okay? What do we expect? How do we guarantee